So what's up guys, this is Louis with NaturalPhreakz, and today I'm going to tell you a little about myself. I'm going to start from the beginning when I started working out, and I'm going to tell you why I think I can talk a little bit about fitness, about what I've been through, and how my insight can help you along the process. Okay, so let's start. So everything started about 2 years ago. There's the picture where I started right here. I was fat as hell. I was 225 pounds on that picture. As you can see, no muscle. My belly was so big I couldn't even see my dick. You know what I mean? So so that day I walked into Eric's room, right? So and Eric told me, "Damn, dude, you're really fat." So I'm like, since that day I said to myself, I'm gonna change. So everything started basically that day. I have been overweight all my life basically. Played some sports. I played basketball. I was pretty good at it even though I was fat. I practiced some martial arts, some boxing, but never got into shape, you know. I always been fat, and I didn't know how to eat or anything, right? But before I went to, you know, this fat right here, I actually lost weight. When I first came to America, I got really depressed because I came here by myself. My parents stayed there. They just sent me here to study. I stayed with my family, with my uncle in here for a couple of years. And the first 3 months, I lost a lot of weight. How I did it, basically, I was depressed. I didn't know anything about diet. All I did was for my breakfast, I remember this like it was yesterday because I think it was one of the worst things I could have done for my body and for my nutrition, you know what I mean? So breakfast was 1 banana with 1 cup of milk, okay? Then around 11 when it was the break, my lunch during high school, I used to have 1 bagel, okay, with cream cheese, and 1 bag of how do you call those chips? Sun chips, right? Onion flavor, I remember correctly. And then I didn't eat anything until dinner, which dinner was 1 cup of milk with raisin bran, okay? Also, to supplement that crappy diet, I think I didn't even hit 800 calories with that diet. I used to swim every day, Mondays to Friday, Mondays to Sunday, every single day, 1 hour. I used to swim 1 hour, and I used to get into a sauna for 30 minutes thinking that was gonna burn my fat, you know, magically. So I didn't know anything about fitness, anything about nutrition, as you guys can tell, but I did lost a hell amount of weight. I think I was at that time 100 kilos, which is 220 pounds, and I went down like to 170 pounds. I don't have any pictures of that, unfortunately. But it was bad, right? I used to swim, right? After swimming, I used to, you know, get out of the pool and it was all freaking dizzy. I couldn't even stand up for like 5 minutes because basically I didn't have any calories. And I just burned fucking 500 calories when I swam, you know, so much. So then fast forward, 2011 came by, which is this picture again. I'm gonna show you right here. Boom. And then Eric told me, "No, dude, you're too fucking fat." And then since that day I started, you know, changing everything. So I went to a couple phases here. So my first phase was I started, you know, looking at bodybuilder.com, and first thing you know, you wanna buy supplements, right? You think supplements are the magic thing. The supplements are gonna make you fucking buff, are gonna make you lose fat, are gonna make you, you know, however you wanna look, which is bullshit, alright? Supplements just supplement your diet and your training. So if diet and training is on point, supplements can help, alright? But you don't really need supplements, in my opinion, basically, alright? What my experience told me. So first thing I bought as a supplement was fucking, I remember Pro Complex from Optimum Nutrition, which it was basically a mass gainer. So I was drinking that because I thought it was a supplement. I thought I was gonna, you know, lose weight or whatever. My training was not consistent, or I think my diet wasn't consistent either. So the first article I read was from Chris Gethin. I think he published that in 2005, if I'm not mistaken. and he talked about, you know, how you should not be drinking juice, not drinking milk, because it has sugars, right? On the fruit you have fructose, and on the milk you have lactose, if you guys didn't know. Okay, that you should keep your fats to a minimum, just the fats naturally occurring fucking under your chicken breast, rice. I mean chicken breast, brown rice, beef, and fish, right? So no need to, you know, have some almond butter. No need for olive oil or any of that. Okay, so that diet kind of sucked for me. I mean, I love Chris Getting. I think he's my inspiration to fitness. That guy is just, you know, for some people it's Arnold. Of course, Arnold is one of my greatest inspiration. For me, it's like Chris Getting. He's like fucking, you know, the man. I went to a point that I didn't even put salt on my food. Alright, everything I used to eat was brown rice, chicken, green beans or broccoli. All my 6 meals. In the morning I used to eat five egg whites with half cup of oatmeal, blueberries, and green tea. You know, your typical bodybuilder's diet. You know, I didn't even put salt on my food. Okay, when I weighed my food, if I was off 1 gram, alright, 1 gram of let's say chicken, instead of 180 grams, I used to weigh 181 or 179. I used to freak out, alright? I mean, if I didn't have enough chicken, I would cook for that fucking 1 gram. So that's mental, you know, eating disorder right there. It was really bad. I mean, oh man, I hated those moments of my life. Even my mom hated me because she came to visit me, and I was such a jerk because that diet just took over my life, which I don't think a diet should take over your life at all. I mean, it sucks when all you think about is dieting and you're unhappy eating what you're eating. And I mean, you're seeing results, right? Because everything is about calories in, calories out. But it sucks, right? Because even your mom is hating you because you're treating her like crap because your mood is so fucked up, right? So then, fast forward, I did another stupid diet, okay? Then I was reading about paleo dieting and shit. And I said to myself, well, I'm gonna try paleo dieting. And all I used to do was eat protein, chicken, 8 ounces of chicken, 6 times a day, 5 whole eggs in the morning, and then 2 tablespoons of peanut butter throughout the day. That's all I ate for fucking 3 months. I lost a hell ton of weight right here. This is how I looked right here. I mean, I don't look bad at all, right? I mean, you can see muscles right there. But dude, the amount of fucking, the mental, you know, this fucks with your mind. That's because that's all you eat, right? And also supplementing that, I was doing 2 hours of cardio a day and training. I was training 4 times a week. At this time, I was doing Chris Gethin, a training program only, not this diet. Training program. I was doing the 12-week on the bodybuild.com. I'm gonna link the description down below. Dude, his workouts are crazy, are made. I love them. You know, the amount of intensity, the amount of volume. I love it. Okay. But the diet was just fucked up, you know, and I hated it. So also that fucked up with my so after I stopped dieting, right, I got to 160 on this picture right here. I mean, I look okay. And then I went and binged like for like a whole month, and I gained like 30 pounds. It was just the stupidest thing ever, right? So I got this picture right here. So when I binge, right? So basically, I didn't know about, you know, reverse dieting, metabolic damage or any of that. I was stupid about it, right? So that was another mistake that I made. Okay, so then fast forward again, right? Last year came out, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna bulk because that's what, you know, you do. Bodybuilders cut bulk, and I do consider myself a bodybuilder even though I haven't competed yet. I'm planning to compete anytime, you know, soon, but I'm financially not stable right now, you know, to pay for a show. Not much for a coach. I mean, coaches are helpful, but like I said, you know, I don't think anyone knows my body better than I do. Of course, coaches help you, right? Because it's like a third eye for you. And if I do compete, I'm gonna hire either 3DMJ or TNT. Okay, if you guys have, I'm gonna link their website on the description box below. Okay, so fast forward, I bulked, right? So basically what I did, I just was eating as much as I could of whatever I wanted, of course keeping protein and carbs high, but fats were high as hell too. I used to cheat 2 times a week, eat whatever the hell I wanted. Sometimes I used to eat 2 whole pizza from Domino's, right? So can you imagine how much fat there was there? So I got to this point right here. Look how fat it was. Okay, that was day 202. Okay, so then I started dieting down. I started my macros with 480 gram. No, I started using macros for the first time in my life because of Matt August, right? Everyone watches Matt August. Matt August is like the man, right? So he was talking about macros. He was talking about legends of aesthetics, about how being flexible about dieting is better for you. Mentally better. I don't know if blood work is gonna be better if you fit your macros or not. I don't know really, but since I'm working out really hard, I don't really care. I think my body can clean up of all this shit I eat. Okay, so first I started using macros. Kind of my macros. My macros are not important to you because that's for my body. But basically, instead of reducing calories a lot, I just reduce my calories a little bit, right? Just 100 calories or 25 grams of carb here and there, 25 grams of protein, and 10 grams of fat or 20 grams of fat. Just keep it under 200 calorie reduction instead of 1,000 deficit that I used to do back then. Cardio 4 times a week, really simple. Training, I'm using fat from Lane Northman. Everything I'm saying right now is what I'm currently doing. So I went from 202, this picture right here, to 183, this right here, this I took last Saturday. So you see the difference? I mean, I'm flexible dieting and I'm getting good results. My mood swings are non-existent and I don't have a fucking mental disorder, guys. So I'm not saying that that's the only way to diet, but that's the way I approach it this time around. I'm much happy with it. I'm much happy with the result. I've kept my gains that I gained during that fatty ups, dreamer's bulk that I did. So that's it, guys. I just wanted to share it with you guys what I've been through these 2 years, my progression right here. So I'm really proud of what I've been progressing. I mean, by myself. I haven't paid anyone. Everything was mistakes that I made all these years, and I hope I can help you, some of you guys out. I'm not here for the money, okay, guys? I'm gonna tell you straight up. I don't even have commercials on my channel. Maybe I will sometime later, right? When I have more fans, right? I mean, I've spent a lot of time doing these videos because I like it, because I help with people. But why not make some money along the way, right? I'm not gonna be a millionaire, right? Making YouTube videos, if I launch a clothing, or anything. But I mean, I like the fitness. I like, it would be a great honor for me for people to use my shirts or use the shirts that Kevin and I and Eric will put out there if we ever do that. But I hope this video, guys, give you some reflections about, don't freaking go so drastically, onto your diet that's gonna compromise your relationship with people. It's gonna be really bad, and especially if your mom hates you. I know my mom didn't hate me at the time, but she wasn't happy with me, so sorry, Mom, about that. I was being a jerk. And but that was it, guys. I know it was a fucking long ass video, but that was my story. 2 years transformation and more coming soon, guys. This is just the beginning. Be part of the team and we're gonna grow.